Signing TJ Edwards to an extension is very, very smart. Unfortunately, this week it looks like we may be without Jordan Howard and Davion Taylor. The good news is we play the Giants this week. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and happy Monday to all you Dingbats out there. The Eagles, they win again. What a game yesterday. I'm still pumped up. I'm still fired up about that game, and I'm trying to get over it quickly. I am trying to focus on the New York Giants. We're going to be watching them live tonight. We'll see how they do. I expect them to get double moonwalked in the ass. But the Eagles had a big win yesterday, and I don't know about you guys, but I feel like you can tell this team is just starting to build something special. You can feel it. You can feel this team's getting on a roll. You can feel it. You can hear it in the locker room. What is their identity? Nastiness. They're nasty. I love that. I love that Coach Nick Sirianni, my gabagool eating, canola eating friend. He is back. He is back. No more Nick Kotite right now. He is Nick Sirianni, the gabagool canola eater. So it's good to have him back. Love what he is saying about this team. I love the team. I love the personality. And it's great. This team can run the ball. They are nasty. And they're getting better and better each and every week. And look, I think they're getting hot at the right time of the year. And I expect the winning to continue. I really, really do. Now, today, and this was big, and this came out earlier, and I wish I could have put a video out earlier today, but it turned out to be a really busy Monday for me, so it's been kind of tough, but the Eagles signed TJ Edwards to a one-year contract. Reportedly, it's worth $3.2 million with $2.15 million guaranteed. My thoughts on TJ Edwards are pretty much what my thoughts were this offseason. I said I thought he was the best linebacker on the team. I thought he was the best linebacker then, and now you're starting to see it. And I think probably getting rid of Eric Wilson was a really good thing for TJ Edwards because he's getting more snaps, he's getting more responsibility, and I really like this kid. I really like this kid a lot, and I think he's a hell of a player. He's not just the best linebacker on the Eagles. He's actually turning into a good linebacker. See, there's a difference. There's been a difference when it comes to Eagles linebackers for years, okay? Well, there's been a few stretches where we've had some decent guys, but we've had a lot of years of bad linebackers, bad linebacking play. And we often say, well, he's the best linebacker on the team, but that's not saying much. Saying that somebody's the best linebacker on the team and saying they're a good linebacker are two different things. TJ Edwards is the best linebacker on the team, but he's also a good linebacker. And he's young, and he's coming into his own. You have to keep him. And the Eagles are getting a bargain. They're getting a bargain price for him for next year. They're going to have to pay him big money next year because I'm telling you, he's going to be better next year. And you still need more linebackers, okay? I like Davion Taylor. I think he's starting to play pretty decent, but you still need another linebacker. You know, Alex Singleton isn't going to cut it. So I'm hoping that the Eagles will get a better linebacker here for next year. But TJ Edwards is a hell of a player as far as I'm concerned. Look what he did yesterday with the interceptions, the tackles. He's one of the few linebackers on the Eagles team that seems like he's big and physical enough that he can play the run, that he can play the pass, and he's just a good linebacker. So TJ Edwards re-signing is huge for us. No doubt about it. I like having this kid around. I think he's been one of the pleasant surprises, especially on defense this year. So that's a great move by the Eagles. They're locking these guys up. That's what you got to do, yo. That's what you got to do. The other thing is we're seeing today is that it sounds like Jordan Howard's going to miss some time, and Davion Taylor is probably headed to the IR. So this kind of sucks. I'm hoping that something will happen with Jordan Howard at the end of the week that he'll think he can go, but it looks like he's not going to play. Jordan Howard was fantastic yesterday. They could not stop this guy right up the middle. Boom. They couldn't stop him. Now, explain this to me. Somebody. How does a guy come up from the practice squad, perform like that? How do you get a guy to come up and play like that, yet you couldn't recognize early on in the year that he was capable of that? Like, the Eagles didn't know that he was that good. We heard about it in preseason. I remember watching the one preseason where he had a few carries. See, he looked thin, and he looked fast, and he hit the holes pretty good. Jordan Howard looked good. You could tell in the one preseason game. Why was he on the practice squad so long? Can somebody please explain this to me? I don't get it, okay? Maybe it has something to do... Look, I don't have a lot of complaints about yesterday, but one of the things I saw, I don't know if you guys saw this. I talked a little bit about this in the Philly Shakedown podcast last night. But did you see Jeffrey Lurie when they showed him on screen? He looked pissed off. The guy looked angry. What was he angry about? I mean, he was sitting there like this. Like, he was mad. He looked mad to me. Now, maybe he always looks like that. You know, I don't know. Maybe he's always wondering where them pictures that Howie has of him are hiding. And he's looking around. Is he hiding them here? I don't know. But is it because he doesn't want to run the ball? I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. And I couldn't help but think, man, they really don't like running the ball. And maybe that's why they never brought Jordan Howard up. I don't know. But Jordan Howard was fantastic yesterday, okay? And he came in like it was Miles Sanders early. Miles fumbled. Jordan Howard started getting more carries. I also think that New Orleans Saints defense was tired, and Howard was physical, and they didn't want any part of him, okay? And Jordan Howard is very key for us. So losing him is going to hurt us next week on some level. It just has to, especially like short yardage situations, okay? Now, you have Miles Sanders, and yes, I know Miles Sanders has to clean up the fumbles. But you just look at what Miles Sanders did his first game back. He still broke off some big runs. He still had some explosive plays. That's in Miles Sanders. We've got to get him to be consistent with that and no more fumbles. Okay, but we still have Miles Sanders versus the Giants. We still have Boston Scott, the Giant killer, with us playing next week. And then I guess Gainwell will be up. Giants are like... I think they're ranked like 22nd against the run, something like that. So the Eagles should be able to run the ball. That is what we do. And I really think that this is a great matchup for the Eagles. Unfortunately, we don't have Howard. Unfortunately, it looks like Davion Taylor, like he has a hurt knee. He's going on IR again. That's a shame. That hurts us because I actually like his play. I think he's getting better too. And T.J. Edwards has been good. So the Eagles are going to have to hopefully make up for that. But they are playing the Giants. I think they can run the ball. And I really like our chances. I like where this whole thing is headed. I like where this team is right now. You're going to have, most likely, I think they said Carson Wentz has to play 2 more games. 2 more games, and you get that first-round pick. It's a lock, okay? I think 2 more games. He's played 98% of the snaps. Well, you're going to have 3 first-round picks. Now, that Miami team's got to start losing again. Okay, because I want that to be in the top 10. But if you told me right now, you told me at the beginning of the season, the Eagles are going to have a chance to sneak into the playoffs. They will sneak into the playoffs, even if it's a wild card. They're going to sneak in as a wild card, and they're going to get 3 first-round picks. One of them will be a top 10 pick. I would take that in a million years for, considering a pretty successful season for a team who's regrouping, rebuilding, who seemingly has found some key pieces, especially offensively, in Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, Miles Sanders, Dallas Goedert. There's a lot of questions about the second, who's the second wide receiver now. Fair enough. But my hope is that Quez Watkins will get more opportunities and will develop by the time the year ends, and we'll say, okay, that's the guy. That's what I'm hoping. But you got key pieces on offense. I think T.J. Edwards, Darius Slay next year is going to be here. You got some pieces on defense, and if you can build on that through the draft, it's exciting. This is an exciting time for the Eagles because at least in my point of view, this is very exciting for the Eagles right now because this is a team that has a schedule that is easy enough that they could get into the playoffs. If they get in the playoffs, they're loaded with draft picks. They got money under the cap, and you can see this team is starting to ascend. we are in the ascending phase of the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they found their franchise quarterback. He's got to be. He's still got work to do. I'm not gonna say I still think he has to be a better thrower, but I can't get rid of Jalen Hurts. You got to keep him next year, no question about it. This is an ascending team. This is a team that has a lot. Some older guys they still got to get rid of, but some younger guys that are definitely key pieces that I'm very happy about. How about Jordan Mailata? The guy's a beast. How about Landon Dickerson? The guy's a beast. So this is fun times. This is good times, and to me, I feel like go out there pressure free. Let the young guys play, and let's see if we can make a playoff run. I think we can. I'm expecting it. No Jordan Howard this week, no problem. Miles Sanders, I expect him to step up. Boston Scott, I expect him to step up. And I want Devontae Smith to destroy the stinking Giants. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, and of course, don't be a dingbat. They may just start calling me Father Christmas, Denzel Washington of Christmas. I've got so many Christmas things in my garage that my wife keeps pulling out. It's never going to end. There's so many decoration stuff going up that it's like, what's the point of bringing it down? You're going to put all this stuff up for a whole month and then have to do all that work to take it all down and pack it all away? I'm just going to leave it up year round. I think I'm just going to be Father Christmas. Denzel Washington, out.